just never heard from his ass again. Not only that, but he unfriended me on Facebook. I was like, that's such a bitch move to do. And I wasn't gonna delete him because you finna see what you missing, boo. Hey, what is up, y'all? It's your girl Danielle, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a story time. It is about the first time that I decided to try and date after I separated from my husband, and a bitch crashed and burned. Okay, so be sure to stay tuned for the tea. The tea is hot because the tea is me, boo. Okay, if you have not done so already, please be sure to go ahead and subscribe. If my lighting looks a little wonky, it's because the sun is starting to go down, but I happen to like it. So let's get into this. So my husband left me back in February of 2020. Do not feel bad for me. Do you see, sis? Okay. So he left back in February 2020. And for some reason, I thought that I was ready to date by like May or June. So there was this guy that I kind of like sort of knew, but kind of like didn't know. He played for the church that I was going to at the time, and I was a praise and worship leader at the time. And you know, there was kind of this like moment that I felt like we kind of shared on the platform during rehearsal one time. Like everything told me to like turn around and look, and I turned around and looked, and he was staring at me, and I just kind of like, you know, I was kind of trying to get my bearings because I was getting ready to sing this song in rehearsal. So fast forward about 2 or 3 months, I filed for divorce from my husband, and it's just a waiting game at that point. I'm adjusting to single momhood and whatnot. So on my birthday, which is in July, he messages me and says happy birthday and whatnot. And we just kind of get to talking from there. Now, mind you, the conversation is very surfacey. We don't talk about anything super deep. He asked me about my parents, asked me about his parents, what he does. Now, in this moment, I'm really into like gaining my femininity back. And so I'm being very like passive in the conversation because I had already decided in my mind that I was going to do things differently this time around. And I didn't want a man who like wanted me to like make all these plans and be the aggressor. And no, I don't do that. I am very much a woman who loves to operate in her feminine energy, and that means that I'm not chasing you. I want to know what type of man you are. I want to know what your planning skills are like. I want to know how much time and effort you put into, you know, pursuing me. That's just me. Everybody's different, but that's me. And so, you know, he and I are having conversations. He asked me out one time. Mind you, we have not talked on the phone or even talked like face to face during this time. But we're texting, you know what I mean? I think we had like one conversation on the phone or something like that. Anyway, I was enjoying myself. I mean, we weren't really talking about anything, but it definitely was passing the time by. You know what I mean? I went from being in a relationship for 5.5 years to now being lonely. You know what I mean? And so I was enjoying the conversation. So he asked me out one time, and my daughter ended up getting sick. And she didn't have COVID, but she did have like a small little viral infection. And so I was like, you know, I hate to do this, but I am going to have to cancel with you because my daughter is sick. And so he understood. It took him about 3 more weeks to ask me out again. And I kept hinting at it, like, you should ask me out again because I'm interested. I mean, anyway, mind you, he's older than me, okay? No, you should know what you want at this point. Sorry, y'all, I had to adjust. So he asked me out, and so we planned it like a whole week in advance. I'm like, just let me know, you know, what you're thinking about, where you want to go, and these are the times that I'm available. You know, I had to make sure I picked up my daughter on time. I had stuff to do, and I was very busy doing a lot of stuff. I was running a business. I was raising a child. I was in school, like, and he knew these things. So my time was very valuable to me because I didn't have a lot of it, especially a lot of free time. So when I carve time out for somebody, like, I'm very intentional about that. And I'm very intentional about caring about their feelings. We decided on the day that we're going to get together. It's a week in advance. So that gives him an opportunity, ample opportunity, to go ahead and plan something for sis. Now, mind you, I'm not super high maintenance. Like, I can honestly go get ice cream and walk downtown and I would be satisfied. Okay, I'm not the type of woman who's like, you need to take me out. You need to take me out to like Fogo de Chow's or something like that. Or it's like, I'm really simple. I like conversation. I like good connection, and I don't need a whole lot of hoopla. I love it, but I don't need a whole lot of the hoopla. I really don't, especially when I'm just getting to know you. It's the day before we're supposed to get together, and I hadn't heard from him in a couple of days. So I said to him, I said, hey, are we still on for tomorrow? And he said yes. So he never gave me a time. I'm not pushing. I'm like, I want to see what he's going to do, because I already had it in my mind that I'm not accepting less than what I want in this moment. And so the day comes, I get dressed. I mean, my hair is cute. My makeup is done, my outfit is popping, and I never heard from him. When I tell you, I was so like hurt and disappointed. And in hindsight, I was not ready to date. Like, I was not ready to date at all. I did drive around and I sulked. I cried, I talked to God, and I was like, God, why did this have to happen to me? Like, you know, and then the day after, I had a therapy session and I let it all out. I was just like, I was done. But I'm really proud of myself, because normally what I would do in instances like that, where I was dissatisfied, somebody stepped over my boundaries and I felt unappreciated, I would normally wait for the person to like say something to me, or to hit me up. Like, and I would never like assert myself. Well, I didn't do that this time. I most certainly asserted myself. I told him, I sent him a text message and I said, you know, I'm not really sure what happened yesterday, but I do know that I don't like the way that it made me feel. When people, and I'm paraphrasing, I say when people ask me to set time aside for them, I take that into consideration, because I know that that everybody is busy, everybody has things that they need to do, and so I respect people's time and feelings the same way that I expect for people to respect my time and my feelings. And I said I thought that at a minimum we were building a friendship, and just a text message would have sufficed. That was it. Just a text message would have sufficed. But I also said that at this time, I'm choosing to end all communication with you, because I don't like to feel this way. And I wish you all the best. God bless you. And that was it, honey. Sis never heard from his ass again. Not only that, but he unfriended me on Facebook. I was like, that's such a bitch move to do. And I wasn't going to delete him, because you finna see what you missing, boo. Okay? You finna see what you missing. But I looked back and I realized that it was just God saving me. Like, I wasn't ready. Just the way that I felt after he like violated my boundaries, I was like, yeah, no, I'm not ready for this. Like, I need to do a whole lot more healing and a whole lot more soul searching before I can really give myself to somebody else. You know what I mean? Even in terms of like time and space and just connecting, and I was not ready. I was not ready at all. So that is my first dating after a divorce story. Apparently dating in 30s is like playing the freaking lottery. So I'll be sure to keep y'all posted if I have any more stories. That one was pretty light, but that's not how you want to start off your dating experience after being separated. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know that this was super short, but I definitely wanted to share that with you all, because I got a laugh out of it. Even now to this day, I'm like, I get a laugh out of it. Oh, by the way, I never heard from him again. Like, I talked to him that Wednesday. That was the last time I heard anything from him. He never responded, no nothing. And I know some people might be like, that text message was a bit much, but me being the woman that I was at the time, I was learning how to establish boundaries, and being abandoned or being let down, or somebody saying that they're going to be there and they're not, was a really big trigger for me. And so I would normally just kind of accept it as the norm, because that was my norm. But at that moment, I was like, hell, motherfucking no! No, you do not get to just stand me up and think that that shit's okay. No. And I stand by my text message to this day. I was hoping that he would respond so we would at least be able to have an adult conversation, but his silence told me everything I needed to know. He wasn't the man that I needed, and I'm damn sure not the woman you need because, baby, I'm just not going to deal with being stood up. I'm just not. So I say that to say, ladies, keep your standards high. Make sure that you take care of yourself. You get back to yourself. If we had linked up and we had hooked up, I might not be in the healed place of forgiveness that I'm at right now. I might not be who you see sitting in front of you right now. And so I'm grateful to God that didn't go through. So his loss anyways. And to all my other ladies who are dating after divorce, dating after 30, dating after 40, do not settle, okay? Don't expect the world from men, but do not settle. And most importantly, don't settle on your own life. Take this single time to really just rediscover who you are, what you like. And we're going to talk even more about that because you already know we the comeback queens. We are the queen of the bounce back, okay, honey? I love y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this story time video. If there's anything that you'd like for me to share with you all about this journey of coming back and starting over and adjusting to motherhood and adjusting to being single again, be sure to drop it down below. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You know you want to, boo.